Cocktails, parties, and bunnies was once their life, but after years of neglect, what happens now to the Playboy Mansion? We'll talk about the glamour and the controversies surrounding one of the most iconic homes in American pop culture, the Playboy Mansion. This is shocking. Our team found countless articles and reports from the Los Angeles Times to Playboy magazine statements and Metropolis tour and plans for the mansion. This will surely bring you back to the Playboy Mansion's good old times. What is the Playboy Mansion? The creator of Playboy, Hugh Hefner, was famous for his sailor cap and silk red robe. He was also known to have had a lengthy string of marriages and girlfriends during his bachelor existence. For many years, Hefner entertained clients and held parties at the Playboy house, where he frequently had supermodels as guests. At 91 years of age, Hefner passed away in 2017. His remains are laid to rest at Los Angeles' Westwood Memorial Park, adjacent to Marilyn Monroe's grave. Nude women's images initially appeared in Playboy, an upscale American magazine. Hefner became famous as the embodiment of American hedonism and amassed a fortune from the newspaper. An important factor in Hefner's company's longevity was his long history of activism in defense of free speech and expression. Even after his death, Hefner's legacy lives on as the Playboy brand. An important part of Hefner's public persona was his appearance in his lavish estate with a group of young supermodels, all of whom he portrayed as elderly and rich. His legacy was tainted, however, by claims of misbehavior and abuse by ex-lover years after his death. To better understand how Playboy went down, let's talk about how Hugh Hefner started Playboy. Hefner set out to launch his own publishing house. His brother Keith and mother contributed $2,000 each, for a total of $8,000 that he used to start Playboy magazine. Hefner felt compelled to alter the name of the magazine from Stag Party due to a trademark infringement issue with the pre-existing Stag magazine. Playboy, after a long-gone car manufacturer, was proposed as a name by an assistant. The name evoked images of affluence and refinement, which Hefner loved. His home on the South Side was the site of Hefner's initial production of Playboy. Although it was on sale in December 1953, Hefner was uncertain about printing a second edition, so the date was left off. If Hefner wanted to make sure the magazine was a hit, he bought a nude color portrait of Marilyn Monroe from a few years ago and put it on the cover. In its inaugural issue, the magazine achieved meteoric success, selling over 50,000 copies. With his revolutionary publication Playboy, Hugh Hefner revolutionized the adult entertainment industry. Playboy grew into a multi-million-dollar business, reflecting the founder's frequently controversial tastes, beginning with the first issue starring Marilyn Monroe in December 1953. Now let's talk about Hugh Hefner's death, the one that started the downfall. Did he really commit misconduct during his time at the Playboy Mansion? On September 27, 2017, Hefner passed away at his Holmby Hills, California residence, the Playboy Mansion. The man was 91 years old. According to a statement released by Playboy Enterprises, Hugh M. Hefner, the legendary American who, in 1953, brought the world its first Playboy magazine and transformed the company into a globally recognized American icon, peacefully passed away today at his home. Talking about the misconduct. Some of Hefner's ex-girlfriends and boyfriends made severe accusations of misbehavior and abuse in a 10-part documentary series that was released by the A&E television network. Based on her observations that Hefner did not use protection during sex and his supposed mountain of revenge mentality, Madison asserted that she was terrified to leave the estate. Hefner was allegedly a groomer, and the estate was a hotspot for drug usage, according to other lovers like Theodore. But in response to allegations of misconduct, around 500 former Playboy staffers and playmates have come to Hugh Hefner's defense. An open letter reads, "We sign our names to support Hugh M. Hefner. From all we know of Hef, he was a person of upstanding character, exceptional kindness, and dedication to free thought. He demonstrated a commitment to living an honest life beyond everything else. Our time within Hugh Hefner's Playboy and the organization's subsidiaries remains a period all of us are fond of. I proudly sign this letter in recognition of Hugh Hefner's character amid unfounded allegations in the A&E show. The number of people believed to have signed the letter exceeds 270. These individuals worked for Playboy clubs and were identified as playmates. Additionally, around 80 of these individuals were featured in the magazine. His death marked the end of an era that saw significant shifts in societal attitudes towards sexuality and freedom of expression. Hefner's legacy is complex, reflecting both his role as a pioneering publisher and his controversial lifestyle. What happened to the Playboy Mansion after Hugh Hefner's death? At 14,000 square feet, the Playboy Mansion is a massive building with 20 rooms. About 1 year prior to his passing, Hefner listed his notorious Playboy home for sale at $200 million, but he was able to keep living there until his death in 2017 after selling it to millionaire Darren Metropolis for $100 million. The front lawn, pool, tennis court, and grotto are just a few areas of the estate that are getting some TLC at the moment. Having said that, Metropolis was bound to be unable to alter the estate's primary structure upon selling the property. According to Metropolis, I'm extremely passionate about its architecture and look forward to this momentous opportunity to transform one of the finest estates in the country. As Mr. Hefner was aware, I plan to meticulously refurbish the property with the highest quality and standards in mind. The mansion, once a hub of lavish parties and cultural notoriety, is now undergoing a transformation that respects its storied past while envisioning a new future. This shift marks the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter for the legendary property. So, what's the real story behind the Playboy Mansion? It's a complex tale of glamour and darkness, freedom and control. It's a place where fantasies come to life, but also where reality often hits hard. We hope you like this video. If you like this celebrity luxury content, click on the next video to explore our next featured celebrities luxury.